Hello and welcome to a Ducks Newbie Guide to Dark Souls 3. I'm not going to sit here and claim to be a pro at this game. I'm not going to sit here and claim to be, the end-all be-all how you should. This isn't going to be a storyline follow. This isn't going to be a you should do only, what I'm telling you, but this is going to be just my recommendation for how I would recommend newbies, people who are just getting started in this game, kind of go about their first playthrough, which you can go into New Game Plus 14, 15, whatever, to the point that you're just cycling the game and get everything over and over again. These will be the things that I would recommend grabbing. So, with all that said, this is the opening cutscene, and this game is interesting to say the least. Alright. I went ahead and skipped it, because if you're going to play the game, you'll get it. Alright. What are we going to call this guy? We'll call him... There we go. I don't really change any of this. As far as burial gift goes, personally, I'd recommend these if you're going to have an issue with the Boreal Valley. Not Bored, I'm sorry. If you're going to have an issue with the first optional boss. But for me, I'm going to personally go with this soul here, because it'll just get you up a couple levels and help you out, keep me from having to do any real early grinding. None of this else matters. Gender, age, night matters. As far as the classes go that you should pick, I know I'm not doing the best breaking this down at the moment, but as far as the classes you should pick, Knight or Pyromancer. They're the only two classes that don't have wasted stats. Luck is completely useless. Completely useless being certified, but under, it helps so little that don't put anything into it until you're almost max level, and it's the last stat you had to fill out, because there's a couple items you can get throughout the game that just override the need for luck. Alright, and that all looks good. Let's go handle the first optional boss. Again, I'm going to be skipping cutscenes, so... that's going to be a thing, because there's no point in really sitting there and watching them. I would much rather people actually play the game. Shields are great, but they're also a hindrance. Don't use any soul items or anything until after you beat this tutorial boss. I kid you not when I say, that beat him first, because you cannot level up or really do anything until after you've defeated him. With all that said, we're just going to head straight there, sans one pit stop. As for controls, the only thing you really want to double check is depending on how you have your character jump. I used the just raw L2 art. And when you start off as knight, you get really good defense straight out the gate. So it's a really good class for anyone who's just starting out. And I realize that blocking seems great at the moment, but you're going to find out it's going to get you killed. But these early enemies that have no real strength or anything, it's actually kind of nice to block against them. Alright, the trick is to jump off kind of right here. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, I missed. Cool. I'll have to go back and do that again. Punch. Punch technique, all you gotta do is you just fall off the ledge and you start hitting the R1 button or your attack button, whatever you have that programmed to. You can also fall down here and plunge attack this guy to get this item as well. I missed it because I'm an idiot. I did notice you take fall damage in this game. Yeah, I realized something wasn't right. Like I said, about there. There's some leeway as to what you could and cannot, what you should and shouldn't do, honestly. Since I don't have any magic or anything, there's really no point in that firebomb, you know, being there. So you guys may be hearing me scratch my nose. What in the world's going on with my allergies? I have no idea. Alright, when you get up here, you start pulling this sword, and I'd be willing to bet $10 for stone it I'm going to lose this fight. But it's okay. Just start swinging on it. Don't be too afraid of him, because if you are, the AI will abuse that and it'll go through you. As you notice, I keep kind of panning to the right, staying in a sort of blind spot that he has. Which is not really a blind spot, it's more just where I feel I'm more safe. Now I'm going to show you what the fire bombs I got for, because he's super weak to them. Could have beat him without them, but, you know, why not go and show him off? Hey, I didn't lose. And we run over here. I really hope my audio is coming out well for you guys. We'll find out when I listen back to this and have to re-record it. What it is with me and cursed audio lately, I have no idea. Now, I haven't really been super commentating that well from how I'm feeling by it, but just follow the paths that I'm taking. Go over here.
Welcome to the bonfire,
talk to our girl.
Untitled one. I am a fire. I tend to the lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them.
Right.
Very well, then hey.
Kind of skip through that. You'll want to actually listen to everyone's dialogue, but that's not what this is about. It's really, really, really not what this playthrough is going to be about. Right, I'm going to go for a strength build, so you do you.
Farewell, Ashen.
But I would recommend following this right here for your first playthrough, because strength is really good in this game. It's super good. Honestly, it's far better than it has any right to be compared to the other classes, other stattings that you can do. So, run over here. We're gonna sell. We're just gonna go and sell all of these. Goodbye. And we're gonna run over here. Talk to this dude. Pretty be careful. Don't have any of those. Keep checking those. Don't have any magic, so there's no point in that.
Pretty be careful.
Cool. And now we run back over here. We're gonna go this way. Talk to this guy. Just spam through it. Well, I wouldn't spam through it personally. I have this mild guilt about like spoiling some of the story for people because playing through it and experiencing it is so nice. Like the story to this game is really damn cool, but the way you experience it sometimes, you know, is in between like a lot of turmoil and stuff. Almost at it. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna run up this tree, and you're gonna let your character kind of go up the tree, and then you're gonna jump off to the right. Oops. I'm watching too much. Woo! Half this episode will be this. Yay! But don't worry, this is necessary evil. Whew. Actually, I keep forgetting to do this. Whee. This should make things easier. Oh yeah. And for me, there's a reason that I keep fucking this up, because there's something you look for. The character will go up the tree, and when they go up the tree, you jerk the stick to the right as you jump. And it will allow you to do that. Bam. Forget this there. Just, for me, I just walk around mashing X, just like a nervous tick. So you never miss anything. Go over here. Wow. Pickle, you.
Me.
Aw, Pickle Bee's so cute. It's probably some fat guy in a bird costume, but hey, who knows? I forget what are the things you give Pickle Pea. I think this might be one of them. I don't want to give him my Estus right there. Oh, there we go. Cool. Alright. Oh yeah, there are hidden walls. Woohoo! Bam. See if I can do this. Nope. Oh well. I was gonna jump back over there and take that way around. But, no worries. Alright, now we go to High Wall of Lothar. I'm gonna try to keep these videos not too long, because, you know, give you enough to do in one sitting, but, you know, not too much. Oh, I forgot to level up again. You see guys how quick you'll forget that once you get to having fun? Oh, you can always check this and see like random weapons and stuff will pop up throughout the game, and you can get an idea for some of the things you want. But I'm stuck doing this at the moment because I've already warped here. There's a lot of things in this game you just like, once you started it, you're kind of stuck for a minute. But that's okay. Run down here. Now this is a place you can get invaded a lot at low level. So if you're like me and online, you will deal with people who a lot of times are what I call twinkers. They'll come in, they'll have stats they shouldn't have, they'll have points they shouldn't have, they'll have equipment they shouldn't have, but they'll be in areas and you'll be low level. Well, they'll be in areas they shouldn't be, where where you have really no like feasible reason to beat them. Alright, my next set of points are going to go into Gonna go and get that up to 20.
Farewell, Ashen One.
And how much does it take me to level up? Let's see.
Ashen One, be sure.
Right. Oh yeah, we can go do this as well. Early game Estus shards are really nice.
What? Pretty be careful.
Sweet. I'm not going to claim to know where all those are at, because by all means, I don't. I always forget a few during that playthrough at least, because, oh, there you have it. Can't wait to get invaded. I'm going to try to get through this pretty quickly, so don't get invaded. But, hey, if we do, I will at that moment decide whether or not to attempt to fight them, because sometimes you just need to time people out, because they will use the enemies in areas to jump you and attack you, and they don't want to actually have a fight. They just want to get you attacked by the enemies of the area, which is kind of dirty. Alright. Now here's a good early game grinding spot. What you're doing is these dogs. Well, generally you would shield them as they bounce off the shield, but I'm going to actually kill you for some reason. Ooh. Alright. Come here, big boy. Ooh, see my shield went? He's so strong. And even stronger ones over here, which this is a really good early game strength weapon if you can get it, but it takes a lot of strength. Since he doesn't parry, you can spam attack him, but I really wouldn't recommend attacking more than 2 times and backing off, because enemies will punish that. About after that second attack, your enemy can just get a free parry on you. So try not to overswing, like 1, 2, back off. Alright. And don't feel bad. Go ahead and kill everything in this area. Just end them. They're not your friends. They're here to be your fodder. And they're already dead, so no need to have a conscience about it. Alright, there's a dude that's supposed to be coming down the stairway. And this guy. Let him transform. This is really the vibe on the floor. Early Titanite Shard and Ember. Bam. Alright. Now. Go over this way. Okay, cool. If you're wondering what weapon we're gonna go for, spoiler warning, I guess, because we're about to get it. It's one of my favorites, even in real life. I just love the way it looks. The only thing about it is the one in this game kind of gives me a pause, because I kind of don't like the handguard. But I'll see you in the next episode.